Yo. What is up, dude? And welcome back to another episode of the Yo podcast with Martin and Hooter.
What's up, everybody? And how you doing, Hooter?
What is up, Dad?
I want to do a quick shout out to all the truck drivers listening, wherever you're driving or wherever you're tuning in from. Hope we can make your drive a little bit more enjoyable. You know when you're out there driving, Hooter, and you're listening to music, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know what, let me throw on some podcasts, let me do this to kill the time. And there's so many different things to choose. I mean, whatever the hell you're interested in, now there's so much stuff that's so well done. And then I start thinking to myself, like, bro, we just come in here and start talking nonsense. And I think there's people that like nonsense, right? I mean, we don't always talk nonsense, but a lot of times we do. So shout out to all you fuckers that like nonsense and tune in. We appreciate the shit out of you guys.
Majority of the time, it's nonsense.
The majority of the time it is. But yeah, thank you guys. Sometimes we have some really good political insight like the goddamn birds. But that's where it ends.
Sometimes we have some in-depth thoughts.
Crypto. By the way, it's back up.
Hey,
you see that
it's on the move, guys.
They're talking about Amazon's going to start accepting Bitcoin and a bunch of other cryptos, Ethereum. And that's why they're making a little run right now.
Okay.
Hey, dude, listen. It's
eventually
it corrects itself.
Here's the deal. It's a game of ups and downs, right? So it was down, and now what time is it? Time to go up. It's a game of ups and downs. Easy.
I mean, how many how many financial classes did you take to learn that, Hooter? I mean, listen, you just took an entire college education and condensed it into a couple of sentences, and for that, you're brilliant. You're giving these people gems.
We only have an hour and a half here, so I gave you guys the Cliff Notes on Investing 101, okay?
In case you missed it, here it is. It's a game of ups and downs. Sometimes it's down, sometimes it's up. Just like your heart on.
Exactly.
Oh, praise the Lord. How you doing, Hooter? It's a rainy morning here in Southern California.
I know, dude. It was weird, man. I looked outside and it was all, gray and shit. And I said, oh, man, it must be, low 70s. And, I have the weather app on my phone, and I said, fuck that. I'll just eyeball it.
Just like the stock market. I have that app, that tells me, but I just eyeball it, and I say,
no.
Listen.
Let's play roulette today. And then I fucking get outside, and it's like 80 degrees, dude. What the fuck's going on?
So it's warm and it's rainy. Dude, I was...
Say it. Go ahead and say it.
What
kind of weather is it, dude?
Earthquake weather? Is that what I was going to say? Because I wasn't going to say that.
Lies.
I wasn't. I swear to God I wasn't until you said, what kind of weather? And I'm like, oh, okay. He's teeing it up for me. Earthquake weather? I'm not going to pretend to know when the next earthquake is coming. But I do have tuna. A shit ton of ramen.
Bro, I have so much ramen still.
Do you?
Dude,
it hasn't expired?
No. Look, I checked the fucking thing and it said it expired. I said, bullshit. These noodles never expire, bro. These fucking things got a decade.
They're going to survive the apocalypse, dude. They're going to be like fucking roaches running around eating goddamn ramen. Speaking of roaches surviving and things, you know how I feed the bluebirds and things? And people are like, oh, you shouldn't feed wild animals because then they are not going to know how to hunt and blah, 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 yada, yada.
Yeah.
So the other day, I had thrown some almonds out in the back, and...
A bird choked.
What's that?
A bird choked on you.
No. So there was a Junebug crawling around on the almonds, right? And all of a sudden, the bluebird swooped in, fuck the almonds that aren't moving, that are there for their nourishment that I provide for them on the reg. No. This bird swooped in on the Junebug, and then the Junebug tried to get away, and it kind of like it was done, dude. Because it's like it's not gonna. And the Junebugs can fly, but clearly this guy got it and stabbed it or whatever, you know. And before you knew it, it flew away with the Junebug, and I'm like,
awesome.
It's clearly my almond feeding. The Junebug's probably way more tasty to him than the almonds, you know. And then I was telling Chiki, and she's all like, "Well, it's probably a steak compared. Like, think about you with like a salad. The almonds are the salad, and the Junebug is the steak. You're out there
putting out Brussels sprouts, bro.
You know what I mean? But hey, I'm keeping them healthy. It's a little healthy snack, but yeah, it was actually pretty crazy to see. You know, like those accounts on. I'm not saying that this is what it was, but those accounts on Instagram that are like nature and wild and blah blah blah. If I would have had a camera of that bluebird fucking up that Junebug, who knows, bro? Who knows what would have happened?
I follow this one page. It's called Nature is Metal.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Fucking awesome.
Nature is metal?
Yeah.
What do you mean nature is metal?
That's the name of the Instagram account.
Like metal, like heavy metal?
It doesn't have fucking Junebugs playing fucking guitars and shit, you know, shredding, but it shows like super intense survival of the fittest, I guess.
Yeah.
Two alpha males fucking fighting, right? Ramming each other.
Oh, those crazy, dude. Those ram. And that's why they're calling a ram.
Yeah, dude. And then they also have like motherfuckers just trying to eat out there, you know?
Yeah.
Birds, fucking zebras, lions, shit like that.
Every animal is preying on something weaker.
Always. Right?
That's just the way that it is.
That's just nature, guys.
Natural selection, survival of the fittest, evolution, whatever the hell you want to call it. But it was cool to see the bird say,
nice. The early bird gets the Junebug, dude.
Get these goddamn almonds out my way and let me fuck up this Junebug all colorful right here. Yeah, dude. I'm a big fan. I love birds. I don't know why, but I love birds.
Really?
Yeah. They're cool.
I mean, they're cool, but
it's like I've been watching when we were in Texas, there was a balcony outside of Juan's room, right? And there was, you know, this fence right there, not a fence, but like a little rail there, you know, and a spider had built a web right there, and it was there every night. It was there, and you saw the animals that would get the bugs that would get trapped in there, and then the spider just chowing down on these animals, right? And you see a web. A lot of times you'll walk into a web and you're like, what the hell, man? And you just start smashing it around, you know? And then you realize, like, dude, this is like spiders only get to spin X amount of webs and then they're dead, right? You get X amount of webs, and depending on where you spin,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what Charlotte's Web's all about, right?
Yeah, I mean, fuck, it's been a while.
Yeah. So they get this, they spin X amount of webs and then they're done, and so if you build it, if you build your web in a proper place where you'll catch the stuff, you know,
you never have to build it again.
Well, or you build it, it has its lifespan, and then because this one was there for the whole time we were there, and it caught a few different things, and then you start thinking like these poor bastards, you've got people come, they build their homes, and the spiders are in the backyard, and there's like an umbrella, and then sometimes the spider will fucking start building on the umbrella. You open the goddamn umbrella, shatter the whole goddamn thing, and it don't know any better. Like if it just goes
fucking dumb spider. Don't you see all the rest of the fucking spiders out in trees and things? Fucking go with your homies,
well, even if you're on a tree, though, if you're on a tree, the birds could come and take your prey, because the birds like bugs, and so it's this whole thing where it's like you only see what's in front of you, and it's very much like humans. We're very limited to what we see in front of us, and little do you know that you just walk and turn the corner, and there's something that's a lot better. But we tend to say, let's learn from the spider, Hooter, and not build our web where it can get destroyed.
In Tornado Alley.
Tornado Alley.
You donkeys. What are you doing building there? It's the same thing. It's like if you're a spider and you build it on a kid's fucking toy.
Correct.
Obviously, it's going to get fucked with.
Now, if
stop building in Tornado Alley.
If the toy is in the garage, right, and it hasn't moved in a long time, that spider doesn't know that that's not a permanent fixture. That just thinks this is a part of my environment. And then when it moves, it's like, oh, shit, there was an earthquake, or there was a this, there was a that. It doesn't know. It's just thinking with its spider head. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, this is what I do, Hooter. I smoke weed and look at spiders.
Yeah.
And then I come on, the Yo podcast and spread my fucking spider knowledge.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I guess I never thought of it like that, but come on, man. Listen to your homies that are building where there's a lot of fucking land.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Like freaking... And it's so crazy because you see if the spider
it's
was
just laziness.
You can't just build right. Yeah, it is laziness. Fucking spiders.
They're fucking spiders. Pack up your shit and fucking get to hiking, bro.
Go explore. Explore. Look around. Don't just settle for the first umbrella you find.
Thank you, dude.
It's all I'm saying. The same thing goes for you that fall in love and with the first person you meet. Stop it. Motherfucker. Learn from the spider. Dude. You know how, like, when we were talking about how I told Meek she was Pantoja?
Oh, Pantoja.
I'm not Pantoja.
Pandoja
or Pantoja, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And she's like, she started crying, right? And then you told Mateo, hey, Mateo, you're Pantoja. Yeah, I'm Pantoja. He don't give a damn, right? It doesn't bother him. But when it bothers somebody, it's just like that whole, it's almost like a bully gene just shows up and you're like, oh, I know this fucks with this person. Let me just keep on doing it.
We found what makes this fool red.
Yes. And so the other day, Chiki bought some Crocs, right? And I have my Crocs. Now, I've been wearing my Crocs with socks like an asshole, right? Which is fine. You do what's your choice. They're your Crocs. You wear them however the hell you want.
Your Crocs, your choice.
Your feet, your choice, right? And so hers are newer than mine, but you know I hardly wear mine, and when I do, now I started wearing them without socks. I'm like, what am I doing? Like I'm supposed to be comfortable here.
They don't sweat too much?
What do you mean?
Without socks?
They do.
Oh, that's why I would imagine you put socks.
Correct.
Okay.
And so you know when you wear the Croc and you have no socks and your foot sweats, it's gonna get that you know, that discoloration on the sole of the fucking of the Croc, right? And you know, Chiki's like a clean fanatic, right? Like she'll like clean everything, clean, you know, things, and you know, I'm a mess, right? And so she goes, oh, we were both wearing the goddamn Crocs the other day.
Yeah.
And she says,
you guys were on your Croc walk.
And so she says, you could tell you wear the Crocs with socks. And I go, oh, you see the little fur balls right here? She goes, no. She goes, the soles are still the same color like when they were brand new. Look at mine. They're a lot darker. And I go, well, that's because my feet are a lot cleaner. And so, like, to me, that's just like, I just said that to say it. It was not a like.
It was an instant.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, well, my feet are a lot cleaner, right? And she goes, like, it bothered her, and she said, excuse me, and I knew that it bothered her.
So fucking.
Here I go, Chiki, listen, I take way more care of my feet than you. And she's like, and she doesn't catch on that I'm just jabbing, right? And I'm just going, and I don't even think I told her until right now. If she does hear this, she's gonna be like, you motherfucker.
I'll let you know on the podcast. And I'm saying this in my head right now.
She's like, I keep my feet, and like she's defending how clean her fucking feet are, right?
And it's just even more like,
oh yeah, now she's going and
fucking
she's going
go.
and she's going. I go, Chiki, it's okay. It's okay. I have clean feet. You have dirty feet. What are you gonna do, dude? You look like you put those on after you walked on the caravan. Like I'm just going, right? And then she's like, well, you're sloppy. I got her. Like, it was so evil, but it reminded me of that whole goddamn me not Pantoja. It just reminded me of that.
The fucking Hail Mary of all fucking insults right there.
What's that? You're sloppy. And then I thought, why do I do that? Why?
Because dude, it's the game as old as time, bro. You fucking find the kid who gets red and chases you on the yard, and you fucking pick, poke. You call him whatever the fuck you need to call him to get chased around. Laugh your dick off.
You laugh your dick off. There was a kid that used to turn red when he'd get mad, and they used to call him tomato. Oh, tomato. And then so you'd call him tomato, and he'd chase you, and he'd get redder, and you'd laugh your fucking dick off. There was another kid.
And there was like 5 kids fucking running around. He was never going to get one.
Lewis was a white kid at golf, and he had green eyes, like greenish blue eyes, and this fucking kid called him ojos de vaca. And,
what a dick.
Right? He called him cow eyes, right? The kid didn't even know what ojos de vaca was, but everybody started calling him ojos de vaca. The kid would fucking get mad and start chasing everybody around because he'd get mad that they called him ojos de vaca. They call you ojos de vaca, just fucking laugh. You gotta laugh with it and roll with it, just like Mateo. Mateo said, yeah, me Pantoja, I don't give a shit. Like,
who gives a
how are
motherfuck?
you gonna, you can't give, listen, and we've said this before, Hooter, but we'll say it again. If you call an eagle a goddamn turkey, it doesn't get mad. He soars. He knows he's an eagle. You know? So
he soars above the bullshit.
Yes. Soar above the bullshit. But it was just fucking funny.
That's so funny, dude.
So, I mean, and again, I feel like I'm a grown-ass man. Why am I doing this?
It'll never stop. Dude.
It'll never stop. It just doesn't stop. When do you grow up?
And see, like Meeks, you know how she was crying that day? Like if it's on someone else, then she's right there fucking like calling whoever fucking the next
She'll
thing.
Pantoja somebody up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just, everybody does it.
It's this constant, never-ending bully cycle. Bully cycle. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The hell else was I gonna say? So went to I want to say happy birthday to the Nina. Happy birthday to Mateito.
Bum, 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 bum.
And good on the Nina, dude. She got herself a brand new goddamn car.
Dude, she got a new whip, bro.
And it's a nice car, you know. Probably the nicest car she's ever had. And you figure you get to a point where there's people that are like, oh, I don't know that I'd ever drop that kind of cash on a car, blah, 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 blah. You know what, man? Sometimes you want something to just be yours that you fucking love, and that's okay.
And also, people drop dough on different things, you know? People, their pleasure in dropping dough is in, you know, like dope-ass dinners. Other people is in dope-ass clothes. Other people, dope-ass cars. Everybody has a different thing that they get off on when they spend their money. And, you know, hey.
There's
some of us drop mad dough in crypto, and that's where we get off.
There's speaking of dropping mad dough, all these little all these restaurants are popping up where it's almost like this party vibe. Like there's a DJ, there's music going, there's like they're coming with trays of shots, and they're like shot. Like it's this whole like you go in there and you're like, oh shit, I want to dance, I want to party, you know. And they have all these like photo ops for Instagram. So it's like hashtag blah, blah, blah. Hashtag yada, yada, right?
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And it's these restaurants and the food, you know, you got $7 tacos for crying out loud, right?
Yeah.
Which is like pricier than ever, but you've got this ambiance. And you got the people there. Paul just went to dinner the other night. He was out there with Hanna, and he was telling me they went to this restaurant. And I'm not going to say the restaurant, won't plug them.
No free ads.
No free ads.
And
so, but anyway, they walked in, and it's that whole vibe. And immediately, it's like, oh, shit, I want to have a drink, you know? Fucking, and they have this extensive drink menu with, like, these crazy names.
Cocktails, yeah.
Craft cocktails, correct. And so then, you know, the menu is super pricey, but you've got the DJ cranking. And he said that everybody there was probably in their, or the majority, not everybody, but the majority of the people there looked like they might have been in their mid-30s. A big percentage of them were Latino. And a big chunk of them had Louis Vuitton belts, Louis Vuitton shoes, all the stuff that is, you're at a place where you're probably dropping a big chunk of change, you know, and you've got an outfit that costs you a big chunk of change. And even if they're fake, even if the fucking Louis Vuittons are fake Louis Vuitton shoes are still more expensive than a lot of goddamn shoes out there, right?
Yeah.
And so there's this whole culture out there, and like you were just saying right now, that's what made me think of it, is like some people drop dough on different things that they like, right? But goddamn, there's a lot of motherfuckers dropping dough on Louis Vuitton
to flex,
and on $7 tacos, $20 cocktails,
and they're like this the whole fucking time, huh? Fucking recording it all.
Recording it all. TikTok and whatever.
The chick's outfit, the homie's outfit, fucking kicks. And then look what we ordered. Fucking look at this sampler of fucking margaritas, the fucking sampler of shots.
And tagging the restaurant, giving them free promo, right?
Yep.
And if the restaurant, if you're pretty enough, the restaurant will repost you on their page.
If you're fucking ugly, then
these restaurants have a lot of these restaurants. They're doing it the right way because they then create this social media page with hundreds of thousands of followers, and it looks like this ridiculous party that you have to be at. You have to be at, right?
It's what everybody's done, dude. They've made it to where it's like a fucking Instagram oasis, you know? Like,
correct.
You get there and there's so many photo ops, like in every fucking corner.
And it's not like you're sitting there doing what. So it's like, okay, it's like this background of this jungle. You're not in a jungle, hanging out, exploring a jungle, but you take a picture with the background of a jungle. And it's like, wait a minute, there is no experience here.
And also, like, they've gotten it to where they bring your food out in something that's gonna make you want to take a picture and post that.
For sure. Like I said, they're walking around with the shot trays and they're singing the shot, and then the DJ's going, and everybody that sees is like, oh shit, we should order something like that.
We need to post.
Cool. We need to fucking, we need to post too. Did you want a shot? No, I want to focus up. Blah, blah, blah. and it's like, it's so crazy to me. I guess I just don't understand it.
It's just the new age, dude.
Yeah.
And people, whoever thought of that first, because it's been happening. You set up your business to have people want to take pictures and to post
and to promote it, for sure.
Fucking somebody's gonna say, hey, where'd you take that fucking cute ass picture?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now again, look, when I go for my run on the beach sometimes, what the fuck are you laughing? Why is that funny?
Dude, because why can't you just say it, dude, you know?
What?
When I go on the beach to run, when I go on my beach to run sometimes, like, dude, it's like such a humble brag. That's so fucking cocky, dude. It's fucking unreal, bro.
Because it had nothing to do with the point, but it's when I notice it.
Son of a bitch.
The fact that I run on the beach is irrelevant to the point that I'm about to make. So years ago, many years ago, I was at Ross, right? And I needed some workout clothes for the goddamn gym.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was working out at Burn Fitness, right? And goddamn it, I hate to admit it, but everybody there had an outfit.
Yeah.
They had a workout outfit, right? And so I go and there's these shorts, these Nike shorts, right? And they're on sale for like $12 or some shit like that. And I'm like, oh, wow, it's a fucking, it's like regular 39 or some shit like that. I'm like, fucking $12. I'll get these. And then, right on few fucking steps later, you find the shirt that matches the goddamn shorts. So now I get this Nike fucking shirt and this Nike these Nike workout shorts and this thing. And it's like, and all of a sudden it's like, it's got these black little things and this one's got the black little things. And I'm like, oh, so I got a blue one, I got a white one, and I got, I think, a red one or some shit like that, right? And then I'm like, and at first I started wearing them with what it went. Yeah. And then I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? And I'll tell you when my mind flipped. Remember when I went I went with Fluffy to the Bahamas, and at the gym that we were staying at, I forget the name of the resort, but it's one of the biggest resorts there with the water. Atlantis, thank you. And so they had a gym there, and I went to go work out at the gym, and Magic Johnson was staying at the Atlantis at the same time. And he was in that gym religiously on the treadmill and working out. And the dude had a pair of shorts and a T-shirt that was the same pair of shorts and the same T-shirt. Remember when you were like in school and you put your clothes in the PE locker and you wore that shit all week and you took it on the weekend to wash? Like, that's what he did. Like, and he was literally rocking. And not only that, the shorts were short shorts. And the T-shirt looked old and washed and used and abused. And I'm like, this is a millionaire, a multimillionaire, a gazillionaire, right?
Extremely successful.
Extremely successful man. He doesn't have a goddamn outfit to go sweat in. He's not trying to put on something. He's going to go sweat. He's going to go work out. But yet and again, back to the gram, you have to have, there's chicks that go in there with full-blown makeup, dude.
With fucking eyelashes.
To go work out and sweat, right? And the eyelashes are catching the sweat just like the cumbrellas.
The fucking sweatbrellas.
Sweatbrellas, right? And so I looked at Magic and I was like, holy fuck, man. That's it. That's it. We've gone away from this and turned this gym into a fashion show that I want no part of. And then I see myself like at the beach and I'm like, look at me with this. People probably think, oh, this motherfucker put on this outfit. The other day, for example, I had a headband on and I just grabbed whatever headband I grab, right? I grab a headband, I put it on to protect me to protect my eyes, right, from the sweat. But what my whole thing, it looked like I woke up and said, okay, this goes with this, and this goes with this, and this goes with that. And I felt like such a douche. Like,
a chick.
Huh?
No, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry.
What did you say?
I said a chick.
You toxic son of a bitch.
Because there's plenty of dudes be matching.
Me. And so, but on accident. Not that I'm like sitting there thinking, oh, like this is what I need to do. And
you laid it out on the bed before the night before.
This is what I'm going to wear tomorrow. I'm going to take a picture before though so everybody could see me running and matching. And so, but then, I'm like, oh, God damn it, man. You have to have the Calvin Klein underwear match. It's like Victoria's Secrets, right? These are underwear. But we're going to have the bra match the freaking panties, match the freaking socks, match the freaking shoes, match the freaking everything has to be blah, blah, blah. Louis Vuitton. You got to wear Louis Vuitton. If you wear Louis Vuitton shoes, you can't wear a Gucci belt. What the hell is wrong with you? Unless you're 2 Chainz, and then you've got, Gucci and Prada at the same damn time.
You have a bunch of shit.
At the same damn time. But that's a whole different story.
Not everybody's 2 Chainz.
Not everybody's 2 Chainz, Hooter. You're absolutely right. And so, but it made me just think. And then when I saw you at the game yesterday, you were wearing a tie-dye shirt. And I was like, that's a cool-ass tie-dye shirt. And then I looked at it, and it had a Nike on there. And I'm like, I was disgusted. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I was
What
disgusted.
a hater, bro.
I know. But then I looked at your shoes. I go, this cocksucker matched this fucking tie-dye. It matches these goddamn Nike shoes that he's wearing. He's probably wearing Nike underwear, too. And I didn't say nothing to you. I just let it go, you know. I was like, just fucking let him fucking be with his goddamn Grateful. The Grateful Dead would be fucking rolling in their graves if they saw a Nike swoosh on there. But I digressed. It's like... the Nike does the
and the
same
fucking
thing.
my goddamn shirt was a little part of the story, just like how you run on the beach. Little fucking piece of the story, but here we are talking about it, dude.
Well, it just goes with everything that I had just said right now about flossing with these people. And I'm not saying hey, listen, maybe they're blessed and they're but Louis Vuitton, whatever the hell, is not cheap, and so, people have a lot of disposable income.
I always
God
wonder,
bless them.
I always wonder about that too, dude, because fools are like Gucci'd up, Louis'd up, and I'm like, God damn, is it my kids holding me back from fucking rocking this shit?
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on? Who has the money to do that?
They do. Clearly, they do.
Because you have the money for the fit and the fucking going out every weekend.
Correct.
You know?
Right. I mean, hey, man.
Where do they live?
I don't know.
How much is their rent? Do they have a car payment?
And a lot of, hey, it's OnlyFans. It's that OnlyFans money.
It's all these OnlyFans honeys, dude.
Just balling. Well, it could be OnlyFans guys, too.
They don't make as much.
No?
I feel,
so
you know what's
sexist.
crazy, dude?
Sexist.
Chicks want a fucking even wages, but I think that's where they fucking even up. OnlyFans, dude. Because, bro, no dude.
You toxic son of a
No,
bitch.
fuck that. No dude is raking in that kind of money on OnlyFans.
We need equal pay for our dick pics. This is bullshit.
You know what? Where's the fucking
we need to
Martian
level
on
the playing field.
Fuck yeah, dude. You know what?
Oh,
when it
double
comes to
down, I dare you.
OnlyFans, we need to start asking for equality of fucking pay on OnlyFans, bro.
We need the equal distribution of wealth in OnlyFans. All the women, all the top 1%ers that are making all this money on their titties and culos, it needs to be redistributed to the dick pics that aren't getting their fair share.
And
where's Bernie Sanders?
Where the fuck is Bernie Sanders?
Where's AOC?
Hey,
where's the squad?
Hey, squad, come redistribute all this titty money and send it to some cocks.
It's not fair. And again, here we are with more nonsense. Changing the world. One step at a time.
One dick pic at a time.
One dick pic at a time.
We're here for the dick pics too, dude. Come on, man.
Oh, fucking A.
Dude. Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of
dick pics?
No. But photo ops on Instagram shit. Mm-hmm. So I go to Del Amo, right? And I'm looking for a gift for the Nina, yada yada, right? And you know that outside area now, like where the BJ's is and shit? Mm-hmm. Okay. So there's this pop-up museum, right? And it says, I love coffee, or coffee lovers, something about coffee, right?
Okay.
And I said, oh, look, Pill, fucking a coffee place. Let's go try it. She said, yeah, I'm down. So we're walking over there. And then the closer I get, I'm like, wait a minute. This isn't a coffee shop. And then I see, like, there's a bunch of pictures, like Polaroids of people throughout the museum, right? And I said, hey, well, what is this? And
what is this?
What am I looking at? Is this not real fucking life? What the fuck? So then the dude's like, oh, it's a pop-up museum. So everything in here has to do with coffee, and you take a picture with it. And I said, so there's no coffee to buy in here, in this place. And he said, No,
Of course not.
like I'm the fucking asshole, right? Like I gotta be the biggest stupid motherfucker, right?
So here's this restaurant, and you can take a picture with the tacos, with the steaks, with the sandwiches and the fries. Can't eat none of it.
Eat none of it.
None of it.
So it's like I couldn't believe my ears or eyes, bro. So it's like you stand next to a coffee machine, cheese, right? You fucking stand next to a bunch of fucking coffee beans, cheese.
But you get that perfect photo.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day,
And by the
that's
way,
what's important.
do they charge you to go and take all these fucking pictures?
No, stop.
You bet your dick off they do.
Dude, I don't get it, man. And I don't get the whole, you know, and I, you know, again, at the risk of probably repeating myself, but in the 80s, you said it. You motherfuckers, if you didn't get the T-shirt, you weren't there. Mm-hmm. That was your mentality. Now, if you don't get the selfie, you weren't there. You know, were you even there if you didn't post a selfie about it?
No way.
Or document every step of the way. And I don't fucking... it makes me crazy, dude. Yeah. And, you know, I keep saying, at the risk of repeating myself, but fuck it. It's been, you know, a bunch of episodes, and you're going to repeat some shit, clearly.
Yeah.
There's Uber Facts, that page on Twitter. You follow them? It's entertaining.
Yeah, it's good. They have some pretty fun stuff.
Right. So they posted something the other day. I don't even know what it was, but besides the point. What they posted doesn't matter. Somebody commented on it and then said, you posted this before, I'm unfollowing. Okay. And I'm like,
good riddance.
Are you fucking crazy? Here's a page that's been around for many years with
since like 08.
Over 10 million followers, for sure. Maybe 20 million. Who knows how many millions of followers. People are just finding it now. Are you not allowed to? Oh, yeah, this was a kind of little fun fact back in the day. I'd like to fucking repost it, you know? It's like... Go fuck! Like I was so mad.
There's so many
for
bitches,
the page.
Dude, now
it was. I was so mad, and like I don't know why I let it get to me, but I'm like, who's this piece of not? It's and it's just trolls, I guess. You know what I mean? People that just want to get attention or whatever.
Yeah.
But what the hell are you talking? Like leave then. I wish Uber Facts would just block them. You know, like go fuck yourself. You know.
I know. I wish those cool pages like that would just respond and say go. Eat a dick, bro.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Monkey ass monkey. But yeah, it's like, oh, this is a repeat post. I'm unfollow. And they had the balls, but I'm unfollow. Like, no, don't leave. I'll never repost anything again.
Oh no,
I lost one. I lose followers every goddamn day.
So yeah, dude, I'm over at Del Amo. Completely different fucking mall, by the way. And we're doing back to school shopping, dude. And like, it's fucking with me because Mateito, he don't give a fuck, you know. Like he's choosing things, but it's so kindergarten, you know. And it's fun, and it's fucking like a lot of characters, right? Like he
Marvel.
he wanted the fucking character backpack, character folder, character pencil, just everything.
Character.
You know, yeah. And Miki's just like, that shit's for babies, bro. You know? Like, fuck that. I don't want no character this, no character that. I just want a plain backpack that's like glittery and shit. She wanted folders that were just like specific colors to go with the backpack. Oh my God. But it had nothing to do with like.
So you've already got her matching
characters.
Is that right?
For the first day of school fucking pick with the fucking all the info, including her mother's maiden name. Jesus fuck. And then we were getting uniforms. And fucking Mateito, bro. I don't know what happened, but it's all fucking skinny jean pants now.
For everybody.
For everybody. Whether you like it or not.
Yep.
Fucking skinny jean it up.
Yep.
Mateito, my guy's a husky, dude. He's husky fit, you know?
Right.
And so...
Skinny husky?
Hungry husky, bro. So...
Huskinny?
Dude, not even the fucking... It didn't look like his ankle was going to go through the fucking pants, bro. And I'm like, Jesus. So, we're still on the hunt, dude.
Everything is skinny jeans.
Yeah, bro.
For both boys and girls.
Yeah.
Well, there's no such thing as boys and girls anymore, Hooter.
But
it's
you notice...
days.
Do you notice the... Oh, there you go.
What?
You notice the girls...
It's so toxic to say boys and girls.
The girls are wearing more of a loose fit jeans now.
Look, loose fit jeans aren't just for one gender, Hooter. They're gender... all... The days of this is for this gender and this is for that gender, kiss them goodbye.
Well, there's still, I mean, you look up.
No.
Hey, man.
No.
At the store, there's girls section, boys section.
Not for long. Those stores are going to get protest. Listen, Target, didn't Target just get rid of the boys and girls toys? There's no such thing as boys and girls toys anymore?
They still have it.
No,
segregated.
Dude, no. That's so toxic.
So you can't find Iron Man and Barbie on the same aisle.
Well, no, because you can't just mix shit like that.
Okay, so what does that mean then? What are you trying to say?
Well,
what did they get rid of?
Well, it's not like Barbie's in the girl section. Barbie's in the Barbie section.
But that's what I'm saying. You
like
have a
boys
pink
can play
section.
with Barbies. Boys can play with Barbies.
Well, fucking play with them, but they're still, you're gonna find them in the fucking pink section. The pink section.
The pink section.
Son of a bitch, dude.
The pink section, huh?
It's all pink.
Okay.
I didn't.
Barbie's pink.
I was in
Barbie's
charge
pink.
of fucking color
toying.
Yeah, bro. I didn't make the boxes.
Oh man. Look, I think it's all gonna disappear.
Mom jeans, dude. That's what they're called. Oh, mom and boyfriend jeans, and chicks are rocking those.
Boyfriend jeans?
That's what they're called.
Because they're baggy. Mm-hmm. And now their asses aren't on display.
Although, dude, if you have a big fat ass and you still rock those jeans, then it's like, whoa, bro, that chick is packing, because even with baggy jeans, that ass is still big.
What is it? Small waist.
Big behind.
Fucking with a big chunk. Big trunk.
Big junk in the trunk? Lots of junk in the trunk?
Something like that. There's a fucking dance that
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Small waist, pretty face.
With a big behind.
With a big behind? Is that what it is?
Yep.
All right. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I need to do some of those TikTokers. TikTokers.
Fucking TikTok is driving me wild, bro.
I can't be TikToking, bro.
It fucking drives. Yeah, the 90s is back, bro.
It's about time.
It is back and furious.
CK1, here it comes.
Everybody's rocking, again, chicks are rocking like those oversized flannels, you know. Overalls are back, bro.
Oh, I wish they would have never left. I had a pair of overalls.
You were an overall wearing son of a bitch. Bro,
what the fuck, dog?
My man used to do it different ways too. One strap off, both straps on, left strap on. Dude, you know what I was thinking about the other day, bro? I don't know what.
I don't know that I want to know.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. You're going to laugh your dick off, bro. Dude, it was fucking hilarious, bro. I couldn't stop laughing to myself. Dude, you had a fucking nipple piercing, bro.
Oh my God. I did. And only one because I was straight. If you do both, then you're gay. It's like both earrings. So fucking dumb.
Bro, you rocked that shit hard. For how many years?
Hard. For how many years? Many years.
No, but more than a decade, huh?
Oh, easy.
Easy, huh?
Easy.
15 years?
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't think it was
sometime 15. Between then? Between 10 and 15?
Yeah, dude. Okay, so I rocked it so long that till this day, the left nipple way bigger than the right nipple. I got like a little chingaderito, and right here, kaboom! It's like, you know, it's freaking ridiculous, dude.
But what? You had a big ass ring.
Oh, I had a huge ring. Well, I couldn't do a little ring, Hooter. Come on, man. I was a big, stocky guy. It's like I already fucked up getting my first tattoo. It was a little mini tattoo, little micro thing that said Moreno because God forbid I forget my last name. And then the freaking tattoo artist was like, well, it's a very honorable thing. It's your last name and you'll always have it. Like, shut the fuck up, bro.
Of course.
You know, we all went. Me, Jake, Chuck, we all went to go get mini tattoos like assholes. And so, but yeah, so I didn't want to do the same thing with the nipple ring.
How hard did you show it off, dude?
The nipple
when
ring?
You first got it, yeah.
Every chance I got. Dude, and it got infected. It used to get... Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, I suffered with that goddamn ring. I suffered. It used to get fucking... You know, like the lagañas, the crusties in your freaking eyes? I used to get those on my goddamn nipple ring. I'd have to clean it. I'd have to spin it. I'd have to put peroxide. Oh, it was a chore.
Even towards the end?
No, not towards the end, but in the beginning. But in the beginning, you know... And oh, dude, I couldn't. Like, I'd go to the beach and take it off and be like, oh, you got a nipple ring. I was dating a nurse at UCLA, and I remember the first time I took off my shirt, and she was like, "Oh wow, the nipple." And it's like,
it's infected.
Don't touch it.
Let me clean it up.
Let me get that looked at. Your titty is gonna fall off, you dumb motherfucker. Does it look sexy? No, it looks infected.
Is it turning you on? No, I'm getting concerned. Come here.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, I did. Like a dummy.
I think that's gonna come back for dudes.
What, nipple rings?
Yeah.
I don't think that ever left.
Oh, believe me, bro.
It's just because I pulled it out doesn't mean that it ever went away, Hooter.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, my God, bro.
The fucking confidence, bro. It's just
dude, you know what would be the best?
What?
Overalls, no shirt, suspender down, with the nipple ring right there.
With the nip right there.
That would be primo right there. Primo time. Yeah, dude. Like I said, to this day, this freaking nipple's huge. The other one's tiny.
God, that's so wild, dude.
I got 2 holes in this ear for earrings. None on this one because that's gay.
Because that's so gay.
And you know, and back then, you know, if you had both ears, people, what are you, fag? People would, like, that was, you know, people would say that to you with impunity.
Yeah.
You wouldn't dream of saying, like, first of all, earrings being exclusively for women. Like, dude, when my dad saw that I had my ear pierced,
you love dudes,
bro.
You
basically, ¿qué? Eres puto cabrón o qué chingados?
Yeah,
like, what the fuck, Dad? No, this is just, you know, I'm fucking heavy metal, motherfucker. You know, I mean, I didn't say that, but in my head I was thinking that. But I'm not gonna argue with this lunatic. I would take it off when I got home, or I would cover it when I got home, because my dad would have nothing to do with that. That to him, that was gay, and there was. My dad was, again, homophobic like crazy, racist, sexist, all that shit. Just such a toxic individual. I was reading this freaking thing the other day. This chick graduated from medical school, and she made this video talking about what a toxic environment she grew up in, because her parents instilled school into her, and that it was the most valuable thing, and that they made her go to school. You know, like, she had no option, and now she's a fucking doctor, right?
But to be fair, that's not cool that she's saying that. you know, because there's people that grow up in toxic ass environments
Right,
that are
like, look,
really bad, dude. That are really
I
worse.
grew up in toxic, and I'm not a doctor. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least you're a fucking doctor, lady. Like, but it's like anybody whoever has a platform now can say.
Yeah.
And look, toxicity is toxicity. There are no perfect parents. Anybody listening right now that thinks your parents are fucking toxic, everybody's fucking parents are toxic.
Parents
no
are
matter
toxic,
how much, even
dude.
if they're compensating the other way, trying not to be toxic.
There's some way somehow. Dude, I've been staying off of Twitter lately. It's not even funny anymore, dude. It's just a bunch of people bitching, dude. No, like, even people my age, like people that I graduated high school with and people a little bit younger, they all are just tweeting about how much healing they have to do because of their parents and this and that. And I'm like, dude, I knew your parents. I was at your house. Your house, I mean, how toxic could it have been? You know?
I was watching this.
There's not much healing that you need to do. Motherfuckers that grow up in the projects or motherfuckers that don't have a home to go to.
In the late 90s in Chicago was the first black African American, you know, inner city kids that were rowing. They were like the rowing team.
Okay, yeah.
The first, which is crazy that it was the first black rowing team in the United States.
In the 90s?
It was the late 90s, 98 to be exact, right? And these kids were all from the hood. And you got to figure, in the 90s, people were, listen, inner city, you know, whites, blacks, Latinos, they're getting blasted on the ring right now.
Yeah.
I forget what the numbers were for this last weekend, but it's ridiculous the amount of people that are getting blasted, right? It's a problem. Which, by the way, remind me to Reefer Madness, you know? But these kids were from rival gangs, inner city, and they found themselves on this rowing team. And the guy that started the rowing team was this white guy that, and they're like, why is this fucker showing up in this fucking hood? Like, they thought it was the cops. Hey, are you Jewish? He goes, yes, I'm Jewish. Well, the minute I saw you, I knew you were Jewish. And the motherfucker said, oh, yeah, well, the minute I saw you, I knew you were black. You know, like that's the kind of balls this guy had. And his goal was to expose these kids to something different than their environment, and with the hopes of having them win a couple of races and then go on to college or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And
just to get them out.
Correct. So these kids found themselves rowing, and, you know, they're like sitting there and they're from rival things, and they're like all but anti each other, right?
Of course.
But then they find themselves working together. They find themselves going on trips and bonding, and they build this brotherhood. And, you know, when you're out there, everybody's wearing tights, you know, like or spandex and shit. But these guys were wearing basketball shorts because they wanted to look urban. But then they realized they're about to win a race. The fucking shorts got caught, and then they realized, oh, this is why they wear that. It's not because they're trying to be, you know. And so, but anyway, it chronicles this story of these kids, and then they start interviewing their family. And, bro, we're talking mothers were crackheads, no food on the table, these kids had to join a gang to slang drugs to make money to feed themselves and their families. Mothers get locked up, dads are gone or locked up, or dads are there and they're raced like these. There's racism on all sides, right? Because there's like a black dad that's like, fuck whitey, blah blah blah, yada
he
yada.
doesn't want to see you anymore.
I don't even want him in my house. How dare you? What are you doing talking to that white devil? You know, that kind of shit, right? And so, but these guys, they needed healing, you know? And then it turned, and then all of them ended up, like the guy that started the program was like, he thought he failed, but then they all ended up being entrepreneurs and businessmen, and they employed people in their hood.
Sick.
Like one of them started a moving company, the other guy started a demolition company, the other guy did he's a barber. So they all did something, right? And now they're interviewing them now, and then there's footage of them at the end. And what they thought was a failed project ended up being the best thing that happened to these kids' lives. And it gave them a different perspective. But the point to all that, and why I brought that up is because these are kids that need healing and need therapy and need that and again, look, I'm not trying to diminish or dismiss anybody's trauma.
Yeah.
Everybody has trauma.
Everyone.
But if the worst of your trauma is you came out with a goddamn PhD, a doctorate,
that's not cool.
That's, these parents were doing the best that they can with the tools that they had. I wouldn't call that toxic. No. If your mom's smoking crack and you can't fucking eat and there's nobody there raising you, yeah, that's fucking dangerous and toxic as fuck.
Crazy.
And again, it's all perspective.
Yeah.
It's all perspective
I
because
get that.
I didn't get a brand new car when I turned 16. My family's toxic.
My family hates me and shit. Yeah, dude, that's...
You're ruining my life.
I understand perspective, right? Like, if you obviously you're not going to know what having a fucking drug addict parents are like if you don't have that,
or an alcoholic parent.
But you also can't be quick to the fucking keyboard and talk about, oh fuck, I need so much healing because my parents fucking, yada yada, hit me once or hit me a fucking few times or fucking, didn't believe me when I said I broke my arm and it fucking really did. Like, dude, that's not, you don't need healing, dude. Okay? Just
see, and here's the thing is that
just learn from it. That's all.
But the other side of it, Hooter, is that in their world, in their head,
it's the worst.
It's the worst. And you cannot go and say to somebody, hey,
your shit isn't valid.
It's not valid. It might be trivial in the big picture. And if you're struggling with that, you're probably going to have a very hard time in society as a whole.
Yeah.
And you're going to try to get society to cater to your viewpoint. And that's not going to happen, dude. It's not going to happen. It's a cruel fucking world out there where people getting blasted and people getting, not being able to fucking eat,
Kids are getting left, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Fools are fucking addicted and they don't give a fuck about their kids.
Right.
Their addiction comes first and whatever happens to the kids fucking happens.
Is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let them fend for themselves. Yeah. I did, you know. And so these, when you start looking at their stories versus the stories of the kids that think that they're suffering trauma right now, you're just like, oh my God, dude. And maybe they're fortunate. Maybe they're like, they're going to be these amazing human beings that are dealing with this horrible trauma of being forced to go to school, and they're going to turn out to be, the saviors of the planet. Who am I to know? But what I see is a serious handicap as far as dealing with real society and the real planet. It's not a friendly place out there, per se.
Yeah. It's fucking brutal, man, to see.
Yeah, dude.
And you're right, dude. It's a fucking Wild West out there right now.
Oh.
Everyone's getting fucking blasted. Everyone's fucking strapped. Like, dude, you can't fucking walk around with a fucking weapon, but motherfuckers are walking around with it.
A lot of motherfuckers are walking around with a weapon.
And it's almost to the point of, you might as well.
You might as well, yeah, because it's becoming one of those, LA County for a very long time has been very conservative with the concealed weapon permits that they allow. But lately, they've been way more lenient and encouraging people to be, and when you start talking about, hey, we're going to make cutbacks and there's not going to be a lot of cops, it's like, well, wait a minute. Who the fuck, who am I going to call,
Fucking Ghostbusters.
You know what I'm saying, bro? And so, you go to places like Colorado, you go to places like Texas, hey, people are walking around strapped.
Yeah.
They're strapped.
If anything, you'll think twice about fucking
trying to rob something.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a bunch of motherfuckers, and you think you're the only motherfucker with a gun. No, you're not. There's a lot of motherfuckers there, and you don't know how they're going to react. There's a lot of wannabe cops out there. A lot of vigilantes.
Oh, yeah, ready to save the fucking day, bro.
Ready. Just ready. And then they got hey, man, make sure you record this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking go.
There's a lot of motherfuckers that couldn't pass the fucking the mental part of being a cop.
Yeah,
and they're walking around with fucking pistols, bro.
Hey, look at the guy that killed Trayvon.
Yeah,
you know
fucking.
what I mean?
But dude, even like, bro, nice areas out here are getting fucking shot up. West Hollywood, bro. I mean, it still is pretty fucking nice, but dude, people are getting jacked left and right out there.
Oh,
on
Beverly Hills,
Melrose.
people are getting,
dude, yeah,
they're taking away their watches.
Yep,
people are getting in broad daylight.
1 p.m., dude.
Yeah,
it's not even the fucking middle of the night where quote unquote bad shit happens. You know what I mean? It's fucking lunchtime, and fools are getting jacked out here.
It's not even. They're not waiting for the sunset no more.
No, bro.
And you know what's crazy is, and back to the point of reefer madness. You just said it right now. Crime is up. People are getting jacked. People are getting shot up. Fox and Friends, or Fox News, had a little powwow. And, you know, if you're a Fox News fan, not shitting on you, you know, it's entertaining. I watch it sometimes. They did this whole thing talking about how violent crime is up, right? And how is nobody connecting the dots? We've legalized marijuana in so many places, and so of course when they're smoking weed, they become violent, and they're out there committing these crimes to buy more weed.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm listening to this, and I'm like, are you fucking crazy?
Yeah.
Are you still trying to peddle 1930s propaganda in the year 100 years, almost 100 years? You know, talking about, 80-something years ago, they were peddling this crap about this is why violent crime is, or this turns people violent. This makes people commit crimes. This makes people sell their babies. This makes people do this, makes people do that. How are we still peddling that information in 2021?
Especially with weed being legal.
Are you crazy?
Fucking try it.
Are you crazy? And they're like, yeah, we need to freaking, and some cop said it. Some cop somewhere said it, and in D.C. And so, of course, they ran with it and say, he's got a valid point. It's the weed making people freaking. Stop it. Please stop it.
Dude, there was a time frame
up
where LA had more murders than Chicago, dude. And I was like, holy fuck, man. Shit's fucking wild out here right now. Like,
and it's not the weed. Believe me.
Oh, dude.
It's not the weed.
The weed is like, has nothing. Dude.
If anything,
yeah,
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the weed has probably stopped some violent crime.
For sure.
There's some motherfucker that was just on edge, and somebody said, here, just hit this, homie. And he hit it and said, you're right. I should just calm down. I don't need to go shoot this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Fucking unreal, man.
Yeah, it is unreal. It is unreal. And I couldn't believe my eyes or my ears listening to these monkeys say that it's weed causing the violence.
Trash.
Yeah, trash for sure. Anyway, what else is going on?
Anyways, dude. So Saturday we had a little shindig for the
It's
Nina.
Anyway, right? Not anyways.
I mean,
And go ahead. It's potato.
tomato. We had a little shindig.
Clearly, I wasn't toxic enough to send you to freaking college to learn how to say anyway.
Yeah. We had a little shindig for the Nina and Mateito on Saturday, and I wish I would have fucking written this lady's name, dude, because we used her on Saturday, and she does breakfast.
La Loba.
Thank you, Dad. See that? My dad smokes weed. Fucking memory as good as an elephant's. Stop the propaganda,
please.
So we hired her, and she comes through to your pad. She sets up shop. She starts cooking up breakfast. And she has a bunch of different shit, right? French toast with all the fixins.
That thick huevo French toast.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. And then she does burritos, different kinds: sausage burrito, bacon burrito, chorizo burrito. And then she
Veggie
splits
burrito.
Veggie burrito that nobody gave a fuck about. And then she splits them up in 3, and you try it, and then see what you like, right? And then she has sandwiches, fucking all those different meats that I just said. And then you could either put it on a bagel, a fucking croissant, a goddamn
Muffin.
English muffin.
Not a McMuffin, Hooter. That's an English muffin, Hooter. It's like nuggets, right? They're all
The
McNuggets.
pig boo, they're all McNuggets. Fucking hilarious.
She had McMuffins.
Yeah. She also had McGriddles. She doesn't have McGriddles or McMuffins, but she uses English
Bacon,
muffins.
sausage, eggs.
And dude, it was tight, man.
Yeah, it was
fucking
good.
real cool.
Yeah.
And she's super nice, super sweet. And yeah. And so then after we went swimming, my kids were out there without life vests and things. Miki's already got it, but Mateito tried it without his, and
Dude, he picked it up quick.
he picked it up a lot faster
Yeah.
than I thought he was going to. And boy, did that guy get brave fast. The fucking confidence is just through the goddamn roof. Like, the second he sees Meeks do anything, oh, I could do that too. And he knows goddamn well he can't, but he's definitely going to try it. And so he's jumping in and then swimming to the edge, and he looks like a little goddamn Labrador out there, dude. Just fucking, figuring out a way. He just puts his head all the way up, and then he just gets to the edge. And I feel that's how you learn, dude. That's the quickest way to learn, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
To not drown in a pool.
In a pool, yes. And I think that the fake confidence, is you need to supervise him even more, especially if there's a pool area, because now he just thinks, I got this.
Yeah.
I can do this shit. And listen, man, water is dangerous, bro. There's still motherfuckers drowning, you know?
Oh, yeah, dude.
And I was telling you, even when you go swimming in a lake, no matter how good you are of a swimmer, when you're out in the middle of nowhere and you fuck around and get a cramp, that's why, when I see the people swimming, practicing for those triathlons, they all have those little floaties that, in case of an emergency, they can stay up, because getting a cramp in a pool is one thing.
There's just so much that can happen.
A lot that can happen.
And if you're out in the middle of fucking
a lake,
water, where there's just no land for a long time.
And I mean, chances are, he's not going to find himself in that situation without being supervised at this point, But yeah, dude, that's how, because he was just jumping in, giving no shits.
And so then we tell him, hey, dude, or I told Meeks, hey, dive in.
Because they were just doing cannonballs.
Yeah. And she said, okay. And she fucking dives in, and it's a front flip, bro.
First time ever trying to dive.
First time ever trying to dive. Turns out to be a front flip. Everybody's going fucking bananas. And fucking Mateito. Oh, I can do that. He fucking goes, lands right on his back, shorts fall, ass is out, and this fool trying to fix his shorts before going to the edge. And I said, dude, who cares about your shorts? Get to the edge, bro.
He's one of them Louis Vuitton kids. It's about looking good, Dad.
And then this fool says, it's okay, Pops. Me got it already. And then he fucking swims to the edge. Oh, man, I couldn't believe it.
But he was doing flips.
He did flips, dude.
And then Micah was out there on the noodle, just treading water.
Fucking weak ass.
Dude, he's going to pick it up quicker than these monkeys picked it up.
I know. This is the first summer that Miki's full on
swimming.
And she's 7. So
think about Mateo in a year from now.
Yeah, he's going to be probably where she's at now.
But I think a lot of it, too, has to do with if you have a pool in your life versus if you don't have a pool. If you don't have a pool, and look, fortunately for me and the Nina, you know,
you guys had Machado.
We had Machado and very little supervision. So we would spend the whole summer at Machado Pool.
And it was sink or swim. Like, dude, you had to figure it out.
You did. Well, the lifeguards wouldn't let you go in the deep end. You had to pass a swim test. And we would try to sneak in, and we would jump in and do the same thing, go to the side. But eventually, dude, we were...
But how young were you going?
Dude, elementary.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
I mean, you were even able to touch the 3 feet?
Yeah.
When you were first going?
Yeah. Yeah, you're over 3 feet tall. I mean, we weren't going there as toddlers.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. Like, how early were you guys going?
I want to say minimum third and fourth.
Oh, okay.
At the bare bones minimum.
I thought you guys were like Miki headed over.
No, dude.
Well, I guess the Nina was.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, because if I was 8, 9, maybe 8, 9, I think. For sure. By third grade, we were definitely there. By third grade, I was definitely there.
And you, here, take your sister.
Yep. And I remember we'd wrap up the towel with clean clothes. They'd give you a little bag. I think at the time you paid 25 cents, maybe 35 cents tops. And you got this green bag to put all your shit in. And... you know, your towel and all your clothes that you were going to put on.
And your
then,
first time you went and they walked you through it, or what's the deal?
You went with somebody who had already gone. So there was other kids.
Yeah.
It's not like we just went by ourselves. The whole neighborhood would go.
Yeah.
Like all the kids in the neighborhood would go, and the older kids would go, and then you just tag along and follow. So there'd be this mob of kids walking.
It's
imagine
so those days are long gone.
Oh, they're gone. They're gone.
They'll never come back either,
I don't think so. You got to figure we were on Gulf between Anaheim and I Street, and think about that walk to the pool. You would go through. You'd have to cross Wilmington Boulevard, and you'd have to cross.
Is that Fig?
Figueroa, yeah. Figueroa, because the other thing was on Figueroa Place. But you crossed Figueroa and you went into that little tunnel. And you walked through that tunnel, and then you ended up over there by where the Harbor College is. And it was a trek. It wasn't like around the corner. And you would go and you'd be there all goddamn day. You'd be there all day swimming, not eating. You'd get home fucking famished, just taking everything down. Your eyes would be red, dude, from all the chlorine and diving for pennies, because you'd entertain. You throw pennies or quarters in there, and then you'd go dive and try to find it first. You know, somebody like you would throw it far, you wouldn't even know where it was, and then you'd all race over there, and then whoever found it first got to throw it next. You know, whatever little games you were playing, tag or whatever. And the pool was just packed with little squinkles from Wilmington. The kids that were in high school were the lifeguards, you know, or they were like, a little older. So they were like junior lifeguards and things like that. Tell you not to run. And, it's like at that time you're like, why? They're just mean. They don't want us to have fun. Now you see kids running wet cement by the pool, and you're like, you're going to bust your goddamn head, And they don't know. To them, they're like, they look at you, and when you're not looking, they try to run, just like we used to. But we dive in and then swim to the side. We'd go off the diving board, not knowing how to swim, because we just get in there, and you jump to the side, which was the stupidest thing, because it's shallow. You're like, boom, boom, whoom, over to the 5 foot. They're like, you gotta go straight ahead, and you're like, oh, what a hater, And the word hater wasn't even around, but you were like, oh, just what a dick, or whatever it was. Yeah. But yeah, you're not supposed to dive into shallow water, you monkey. But you don't know that, especially as a paisa kid.
Yeah.
For crying out loud, I don't even think I had real swimming trunks. I'm pretty sure I had cut off old ass jeans of some sort that got cut into shorts. They didn't even make you wear later they would make you wear swimming trunks.
You need to have appropriate gear for the pool. Yeah,
but early on, bro, you got to figure this was the 70s. So it was like the love of the desert. People were just out there doing whatever the hell they wanted to do. But yeah, those days, a guy in third grade walking with a group of kids to a pool. It's almost like what was that movie with the baseball?
Yeah, Sandlot.
The Sandlot. Yeah. When those kids would all walk to go play, that doesn't happen anymore. Not without adult supervision.
I know. I don't even see
it's impossible.
Kids playing anymore. I mean, my kids play
at the park.
No, but like even outside, they'll go outside and play and shit in the backyard. And then the goddamn basketball hoop is in the front. And so they'll play in the front too and shoot. But they're the only ones, dude.
We would jump on our bikes and leave. We would ride our bikes. And again, I was on golf. I remember riding my bike behind, that alley behind the Don Hotel?
Mm-hmm.
I remember riding it that way. And I remember over there used to be, remember that Chola bartender, that Chola hair lady that used to do fades, and she was real slow though, but she used to do badass fades.
In Wilmington?
In Wilmington, on Anaheim, almost catty corner where Top Value is. There used to be a barber shop.
Yeah.
Okay, so behind there, way back in the day, there was now there's everything's built right there, but back then it used to just be a bunch of alleys with buildings, and it was all tagged up. All the cholos would go back there and tag it up, and I remember we used to ride our bikes there as little kids, and we'd fucking see all the tagging, and we're like, oh shit, we're right there in gang territory right there. We'd go over there by the Don Hotel. We'd ride behind the Don Hotel. By Lucky, or where Lucky used to be, where the school is now, there used to be nothing but lot of empty fields, a lot of places with empty fields where we would play guns, there was guns back then. You'd have these play guns that looked like real guns, and you'd play guns and play army, freaking, cops and robbers, stupid games,
Yeah.
But
Cowboys in India.
And there'd be this tall grass, you'd hide in the grass and you'd play guns and all that shit. I was thinking too, the other day, there was these little, I saw the Renee's kid, that's his gear right there. Mm-hmm. And that looks like the old mini bikes, right? Mm-hmm. There used to be mini bikes, like little motorcycles, but they were tiny little ones.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever saw those. I haven't seen one in years now,
They came back.
Did they?
Yeah, in 07,
but they're probably all pimped out now. Yeah, but back in the day, it was just you put a freaking, lawnmower engine or whatever, and you made yourself a little mini bike. And so there was mini bikes behind Modern Market. There was all these vacant fields right there, and everybody would I remember there was a pad over there on this side of Modern Market, and it was the only pad there, and it was this giant back area, but it was almost like an alley type of a thing, but just with a ton of room. And I remember there was a clubhouse that the big kids used to go into, and then there was a trailer that somebody lived in right there. This was, dude, way back in the day.
Random?
Huh?
Random trailer like that?
Well, I'm pretty sure that they knew the people that owned the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they had a trailer, and they probably had some family living in there or whatever.
How big was that fucking...
Huge, but like I said, there was yards that weren't even yards. It was just attached to alleys that were these giant alleys with all this room. But now there's restaurants, there's this, there's that. All that property got developed. There is no you could go through Wilmington and there'd be a shit ton of those wells,
oil.
Dude, they weren't even fenced. They got fenced when I was a kid. But that's how Freddie got his leg fucked up. It wasn't fenced, and they're up there playing. If it's not fenced and the thing's going up and down like a seesaw, you're going to climb it.
Yeah.
And the dude climbed it, and he got his leg
fucked.
He lost his leg, But again, that was what it was. There was that big lumber yard in the east side that people used to go party in before. Now, this is before my time, but I would hear stories of, oh, yeah, we used to get loaded at the lumber yard and blah, blah, blah. Oh, and the lumber yard was over there by where if you're going on L Street and you're coming from the west side and you're heading towards Holy Family, on the left-hand side, before you get to Holy Family, there used to be a big giant lumber yard right there. So right after you pass
around the train tracks right there?
Yes. So right after you pass where you get the palomas and things, yeah, right there. You keep going on L Street. Give the dude a shout out, by the way.
Tito's Secret
Sauce, yes.
I've been meaning to fucking hit him up. I just taking a break from drinking.
You've been busy, Hooter. But yeah, dude, it was a different world. Period. I mean, I didn't mean to go down memory lane, but
I'm talking about 90. Even before 2000, there was a select few of those lots that were still just dirt and tall grass.
And Wilma.
Yeah. I remember I lived next to one on Bayview, and then I remember I lived next to one. What's that street right there? Next to Domino's. After
N Street.
N Street, yeah. And right there too, there was one. And on our street, there was one. Right. And dude, now I drive by.
Gone.
I'm talking about in those tiny, or not tiny lot. They were pretty big lots, but they fit about 8-10 fucking townhomes now.
Which is insane. And it used to be that you'd have like little like a triplex, right? Like 3 houses right there. Those motherfuckers got knocked down and a building got put there with like a shit ton of apartments, and they maximized the room. But yeah, all the vacant shit, it does not exist anymore. Yeah. And it keeps getting swooped up. Dude, I was watching this thing the other day. Everything's getting swooped up. There's a house in Orange County that sold $100,000 above what they were asking for.
Dude.
But that's the only way that these people could get in. And now they said that the average price in Orange County is $900,000, bro.
Bananas, dude.
Are you crazy? How long is that thing? Yeah, and they're like, everybody's saying that everything's unaffordable, but people are buying them and blah, blah, blah. And who's buying them? The Gucci people that are fucking over at the goddamn restaurant taking selfies. They're out there. They got a lot of money, clearly.
Yeah, they're fucking ballers, dude.
But anyway, yeah, they were swimming, doing backflips.
Yeah,
doing backflips and a big shout to La Loba for the sick brunch that they did. I tore it up this past weekend because I'd been eating good, and I said to myself, well, today's gonna be a cheat day, and boy, was it ever a cheat day. I mean, I started thinking.
Oh, you had a cheat weekend though, huh?
I know I did, but I started thinking to myself, like, sitting there saying, like, goddamn, I had cake, I had ice cream, I had brunch things, I had pastrami, I had soda, I had candy,
shakies,
I had fried chicken, I had mojos, I had pizza. I'm like, my God. And then I realized I haven't drank in almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I've been craving sugar like crazy. Again, being repetitive, because every time you stop drinking, you crave sugar. But yeah, I need to really rein that in if I'm gonna fucking get back to my svelte shape.
Dude, when I was in Puerto Rico, I was drinking like a fucking animal. For those 7 days, dude, I was blasted every day. From the moment I woke up to the moment I didn't go to sleep, passed out. And like I said, dude, I was Sixers for breakfast. Just boom, 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 boom. When I got back, dude, I haven't drank since. And I'm just fiending for sugar. And I hate sweets, bro. I never eat sweets.
And see, that's the thing. I love sweets. And so when I'm craving them, it's dangerous. And if I stay away from them, I'm fine. But the minute I get one taste, it's off to the races, mijo.
Dude, fucking, I want donuts, cake, cheesecake, fucking milkshakes, ice cream. I don't even like any of that shit. I wanted to put fucking Fruity Pebbles on the goddamn French toast on Saturday.
Jesus
I fucking hate
Hooter.
both of those things. I like French toast, but I just like it with, normal butter and fucking syrup. Bro, that was a fucking problem. Soda, I'm craving soda. I fucking hate soda. I don't drink soda. I'm fucking craving soda like crazy. I'm craving Coke. I'm craving fucking Sprite, Squirt. Yeah. But, Yeah, shout out to La Loba. And then we went to fucking Shakey's, dude. And bro, when the fuck did Shakey's become a fucking 5-star fucking establishment, dude? When did they raise their prices? When did that meeting happen? Who was in charge of that?
I don't know.
The fucking prices are through the roof at Shakey's. Now, once I started eating the Shakey's, I was like, okay.
It's good fried chicken. We got a lot of chicken.
The chicken and the mojos.
So much chicken.
Dude, we got...
I thought I was going to grow feathers.
I'm surprised we didn't clutch. It's the Buck podcast, bro.
Boy, did I have fried chicken.
I had so much fried chicken. And their fucking hot sauce was off the
And
hook.
it was late after tearing it up all goddamn day. Tore it up all goddamn day, but then we did swim.
I do, dude. My
did 3 laps.
My dad popped out with the fucking gansito before brunch even started. I said, bro, what is happening?
But I didn't have any mimosas. I did fuck up a gansito, didn't I? Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me?
And you pulled it out like a grandpa, dude. Like, where did that come from? Since when was there gancitos? Where did you find it from?
Well, I had put it in the Nina's freezer one of the last times I went. I have a little stash in there. There's gancitos and Budweiser. Just to remind everybody of my dad.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking the other day?
Juan Moreno's in the building, y'all.
I was talking to somebody and I was real stoned and I was like, God damn it, man. Like, some Mexican music was playing and I started singing the song. And I was like, and I had this little moment of like reflection and I'm like, you know, my dad, man, that motherfucker, talk about toxic, Hooter. It's a school night. This motherfucker's loaded, but he'd keep me awake singing with no radio, just from his memory, singing all these traditional old school Mexican songs, you know, from like, you know, Los Cadetes de Linares, Jose Alfredo Jimenez, all these old school singers that their music has been redone by all the current bandas, by Vicente Fernandez. A lot of people listen to Chente and they think, oh yeah, this is original Chente. No. A lot of that shit was written by Jose Alfredo Jimenez. You know, he was the guy that was the composer, died of cirrhosis sometime in the 70s. This guy would sing loaded. And so my dad would sing loaded, and a lot of times when I'd hear him, like his version of it, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker's just drunk. But then when I heard later on in life Jose Alfredo, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker was emulating Jose Alfredo. This is this
motherfucker's was just as drunk as my dad.
Correct. And so then I started thinking, like, this man, whether it was knowing or unknowing, taught me music, taught me, you know, regional Mexican classics that got passed on to me. That was like, and for a long time, I didn't even realize that he had done that. And again, not that he sat there and said, you know what, I'm going to teach this motherfucker these songs. He was probably just loaded and wanted to sing and would keep me up. And he'd tell me, he says, hazme la segunda. And then, like, I'd be singing with him. Like, and you know, when you're a little kid and you're hearing this shit, it commits to your memory, dude. Like, you learn that shit, you know? And so I'm like, you know, for as much shit as he did that was toxic, and maybe that was originally toxic, I'm so grateful that I learned those songs, where now if it plays, I'm like, oh, that's blah, blah, blah. That's yada, yada. The other day when we went to the tacos, they were playing El Hijo Desobediente. One of the first songs I ever learned. And I'm sitting there and I'm eating my taco. And I'm like, and I not only do I know what's coming next, I'm like, you know, I'm like, wow. Like, so grateful for that. I'm grateful that he taught me that. And I'm like, maybe I need to get loaded and go over there and fucking tell Mateo and Micah, hey, start singing, motherfuckers. Like, fucking, let's learn these songs, and pass that on, because I feel that it's something that does get lost, especially the more that we become,
sure.
assimilated into the American culture. A lot of that shit gets lost in translation.
Gonna be gone, dude.
Next thing you know, you have a quinceañera. And anyway. So shout out to my dad for the lessons in music.
Also, dude, anybody who likes fucking ice cream, you got to try Handles in Long Beach / Lakewood. It's off of Lakewood Boulevard on the hangar right by the Long Beach airport. Dude,
if you're listening in Wisconsin, jump on a flight.
Get fucked. But there's a few. There's one in Arizona, one near here.
Handles?
Dude. I've tried almost the whole menu. Every fucking ice cream's so good.
Nice.
So good. The pistachio is the best.
Yesterday, went to see the Meeks play. And
My
I hadn't
Meeky.
seen her play in a long time.
Yeah.
It'd been a while. I mean, pre-pandemic, as far as basketball.
Pre-COVID.
And went to her game, and I was, because I hear you say shit, she's so good, she does this, she did that, I'm like, hey, proud dad, I used to say the same shit about you.
Fucking daddy ball.
And, girl dad things. And when I saw her play, I was like, 'cause she's the only girl on the team.
I know.
And all the dudes, a lot of them are bigger than her and stronger than her. But I can honestly say she outplayed all those little motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And the way that she runs up and down that fucking court, like, she's like that annoying little gnat that won't go away. That no matter where you're at, you're like, God damn it, this motherfucker's in my face again.
Yeah.
And she fucking killed it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there like, wow. The second game especially. The first game, it was like she was still kind of like.
The first game, she was trash, bro.
Yeah.
I fucking told her too. I was like, hey, man, look, fuck that game.
Yeah, let it go.
There's nothing you can do. Fuck it. Forget it.
Right.
It's not, you can't get it back. There's nothing that you can. Fuck it. You have another game in
The
an
second
hour.
game,
Let's go.
she played the whole goddamn game almost.
Yeah.
I think. Like, and how many games has she had?
That was her fourth game.
Her fourth game.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think they'd had a win.
No.
Up until then.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, did she step. She sunk like 3 buckets.
Mm-hmm.
She had God knows how many assists. She had blocks, steals.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, and of course they're kids,
Mm-hmm.
but they're playing the game. It's not like
right.
it's not like T-ball where everybody's running around.
Yeah,
no. Or like when the first time she played basketball and they didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's refs. They're not calling everything, but they are calling some of the fouls.
Yeah.
And that poor ref, dude.
That fucking ref.
Game, he was just. When he put the wrong kid to shoot the free throw, bro, he put the kid that fouled to shoot the free throw. And then he had and then when he finally got it together and everybody started clapping, I was like, okay, are they being sarcastic clapping or are they just happy for this dumb motherfucker?
I think it was a little bit of both.
But anyway, I was really surprised or impressed by her level of, not just her play, but her level of competition and intensity at that level, dude. Kids at that time, they don't give a shit. Most of those kids don't give a shit.
Yeah.
She was sitting there you could see the frustration in her eyes. And at some point I'm thinking to myself, one day she's going to talk about how toxic Hooter was, making her just play to that level. To rise to that level. And when she's, now I'm in the WNBA,
yeah,
I just got to say how toxic it was that I was playing basketball at such a young age.
I just signed this shoe deal, but my dad made me play at 7 years old. Fucking Jesus. Yeah, dude, she's You know, I don't like to fucking blow smoke up her ass and shit because everybody does it. Mm-hmm. So I have to kind of.
Well, you see, the parents are like rooting for her, you know. And again, I think it's because she's the only, chick on the team.
Not only is she the only girl, but she's like the smallest,
and she's out hustling these motherfuckers.
Yeah, she's just she just loves the game. I think, which is a weird thing to say because she's 7, but you could totally tell that that's her favorite sport. She loves to play basketball because it shows. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna fucking dive and try your hardest if you don't love it. And it's just a natural love for it. And fucking, I gotta say, Beto Duran called it, dude. He went to her baseball game, and he said, bro, what are you doing? Having Meeks play baseball, dude? It's yeah, it's fun, but you can't get on her. This isn't her sport. She's too athletic for this fucking game. And I fucking died, and he was like, I'm serious, bro. You'll see. And, yeah, dude, she's just... I don't know. I get fucking almost, like, super emotional. Because she is good, and it's cool that other people see how good she is, and especially when they tell her shit and tell me shit, and it's like, don't fucking tell me, fucking tell her, you know? I'm not out there fucking playing the game she is. Fucking tell her how good she is, or, you know, it has nothing to do with me. And
you're so humble.
Oh, well, you know, but I do get, like, I have to fucking like
humble Hooter. They
call me HH, dude. But I do, like, sometimes have to fight back tears, dude, because of, like, I don't know if it's just proud or I don't know. I don't know why I get fucking teary-eyed, but, like, when they give her mad props, dude, I get, like, super emotional about it. I have to fight back tears. And maybe because she's a girl, I don't know.
Maybe because you're a pussy.
Maybe because I'm a fucking big pussy ass bitch ass ho, you know? But yeah, that's
soft asshole.
Look, now I got healing to do, dude, because my dad fucking...
And then my dad called me a pussy because I cried.
On the podcast, and other people are going to listen, and now other people are going to know.
Wow.
Fucking.
You know, no, I do. You do find yourself getting choked up. Like, it's hard not to, you know? Yeah. It's really hard not to because... you see the effort that she's putting in, and it's easy to have that parental pride, you know, obviously, and that like fuck yeah. But then when other people are validating her, like and seeing and noticing that, you're like, fuck yeah, this is awesome, you know. So yeah, no, good for her, dude.
But yeah, that was our first win, and she has the biggest shiner of all time.
Oh my God, she got a black eye in the game.
They were all going for the rebound, and some kid missed the ball and fucking straight popped her in the eye. And dude,
yeah,
she looks like Smalls from The Sandlot.
Yeah, that's a crazy little black eye,
dude.
Yeah,
and the coach didn't even notice until the second game, and he was like, "Yo, what happened to your eye?" And she's like, "Oh, the last game, a little boy went for the ball but missed and got my eye." And he said, "Are you okay?" And this was like the third quarter
of the second game.
Yeah, of the second game. And she was like, "Yeah, I've been playing. It's fine." And he was like, "All right, well, yeah, go back out there."
You know how many kids would have been on the sideline with a bag of ice and their feet elevated? And a bunch of people surrounding them asking if they're okay, taking pictures for the gram, talking about hero, battle scars, hashtag battle scars, hashtag warrior, hashtag Mamba mentality, hashtag what else?
Mamba mentality, dude. How did I not do that? Pillow was all fucking emotional. She said, "What did the little boy say sorry to you, Meeks?" And she was like, "No, Mom, he didn't say sorry, but it was okay. It's not like he did it on purpose.
When I get older, I'll get healing."
Yeah. They get paid more than us, and they don't have to apologize.
Ah!
And so then she was like, "You didn't want him to say sorry to you, Meeks?" And she was like, "No, Mom. There's sometimes where I'm going for the ball, and I hit the kids too, and you know, I don't say sorry. I just have to go get the ball again.
Shit happens.
Yeah, it's fine. And then Pillow's like, oh, I'm so proud of you, mama. I'm like, you don't see the fucking progress we're making here, Pill? You're bringing us fucking 5 steps backwards right now with your fucking mama's talk.
What do you mean with your mama's talk?
Yeah, Uncle, I'm so proud of you, mama.
You don't care.
Come on, Pillow.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. Did I say to the another?
Is it anyways? Is it anyways or anyway? Is it to another or to the nutters?
Is that the name anyways?
Oh, also, dude, I want to give a shout out to Candace Parker because she was on the cover of NBA 2K, the first girl to go be the cover on a video game, dude. And you could finally play with girls on the video game. And so it was super cool to see. And I was like proud to show Miki, you know, like, look, dude, there's fucking
light at the end of the
tunnel.
There's
light at the end of the tunnel, girl. It's fucking
women are making progress.
Yeah, hey.
And you know,
Candace Parker don't make as much as LeBron, but hey. But it was cool. And I'll plan on getting her that game so that she could play with fucking chicks.
That's fucking awesome. You know, that is so true though. How but LeBron puts way more asses in seats.
And LeBron sells a lot more video games.
You know, that's the thing, dude.
You know?
And I don't think it's like intentionally let's just not do this, let's not do that. I think it's business.
It's numbers.
It's numbers and business. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Yo 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 podcast with Martin and Hooter. Please share us, hit us with a rate and review. Thank you guys. We appreciate you for putting up with our, craziness, our nonsense, our freaking little rants and our little tangents. And it's day 557. And the birds are still racist at Disneyland. So thank you, mi amigos, for turning into the Yo 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 podcast. In commemoration of the Tiki Room, I close the show like this.
Peace.